Welcome to ACC Student News.
The news students can use. This week's headlines include a Western U.S. heat wave,
as well as the Environmental Protection Agency reviewing the progress of cleanup work. I'm Makaylah.
And I'm Richard. Here are all of this week's stories.
Teachers can now apply for a grant to help with the cost of educational field trips to Indiana State Park or State Reservoir. The Indiana Natural Resources Foundation is offering grants to promote student learning about fish, forest, wildlife, natural habitats conservation, and outdoor recreation opportunities. At the 24 state parks, 8 state-managed lakes, and 2 state recreation areas. Foundation Director Jody Kress states that the grant gives children an adventure that showcases Indiana's natural and cultural treasures and teaches the importances of protecting them. Grants are available by searching school and group programs online, and they will be awarded for the 26-27 school year.
The body of a missing college student from Illinois was found in the water off of Barcelona Beach. 20-year-old James Gracie's body was found by police divers and positively identified near where he was last seen, outside a nightclub. According to his aunt, he left Alabama and spent the weekend in Amsterdam. The family was notified of his disappearance when the police contacted them about his phone. Catalan police say that their investigation continues into the cause of the death.
The Environmental Protection Agency is reviewing the progress of the cleanup work at 9 Superfund sites across Indiana. This year, they will be conducting 5-year reviews of the U.S. smelter and lead refinery in East Chicago, the Lake San, Joe and M&M landfill in Gary, and the American Chemical Service in Griffin. The 5-year review of the 9 national priorities list Superfund sites are to ensure that the remediation is protecting public health and the environment. Federal law requires these reviews so long as hazardous substances remain on site to ensure that the cleanup is making progress. The EPA also announced that it will be cleaning up 160 residential properties around the Federated Metals Superfund site in Hammond and Whiting.
The Trump administration reversed the ruling that made greenhouse gases a threat to public health. States are suing to overturn the admin's repeal of the 2009 finding. They are arguing that this violates the Clean Air Act. 23 states and 17 cities challenged the administration, including New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Boston, and Chicago. New York State's Attorney General said that the admin's decision was ignoring the reality that the climate crisis is here and we are already reshaping the way we live.
Famous retired basketball player offers to pay for a 12-year-old funeral after she died in a fight at a bus stop. Retired basketball player Shaquille O'Neal offers to pay for 12-year-old Jada West's funeral after a fighting broke out at the intersection near her home. Her death is currently being investigated by police in suburban Villa Rica, Georgia. According to attorneys, there was reports of bullying prior to the fight, according to the social media video that was posted online. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says that once O'Neill learned about Jada's story on social media, he felt touched by the story and has offered $4 million to pay for Jada's funeral.
That's all we have for this half.
Stay tuned after this for more top stories.
Break a leg, bro.
Popular, you're gonna be popular. I teach you the proper pose when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. Ooh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts.
Hey, it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
Take the lifts.
Damn, alright.
Let me in.
Welcome back. I'm Makaylah.
And I'm Richard. Here are some more stories.
Across the western U.S., a heat wave has hit, breaking all-time records in states like California. Temperatures are in the high 90s and hundreds throughout the region. Palm Springs, California, hit 107 degrees, making an all-time record for the month of March. Phoenix has recorded its earliest day in the triple digits, reaching a high of 102 degrees. These summertime conditions are expected to stay and spread towards the east.
Gian Spence is facing felony charges after police say he fired multiple rounds at his ex-girlfriend and another individual, following a series of escalating encounters that begins at a school and continued through 2 gas stations before ending in gunfire outside of a residence. The incidents occurred on February 27, 2026, and spanned throughout multiple locations in Gary. Police say that the situation happened around 10:15 a.m. as a victim was dropping off her children at school. During that time, Spence began to repeatedly call and text her. The victim reported that Spence drove past the school and broke off her mirror while she was ignoring him.
Environmentalists are calling for a pause on the U.S. Steel air pollution permit at Gary Works. U.S. Steel is planning to invest $350 million to realign blast furnace number 14. However, activists are asking for U.S. Steel to provide more information about the modifications to make sure that it complies with state and federal laws. They are also asking for a 60-day review period and at least 2 public hearings in Lake County so residents can make their voices heard. Spokesman for U.S. Steel stated that Nippon Steel and U.S. Steel are making long-term commitments to Gary Works and the Gary community that include implementing strategic and innovative projects that have meaningful environmental benefits.
Governor Mike Braun signed a proclamation calling schools and universities across Indiana to facilitate the establishment of student organizations that foster the values of liberty and freedom of speech among their students and institutions. The governor specifically cites Turning Point's Club America as one of these organizations. The proclamation does not require schools to associate with Turning Point, but Senate Democratic leader Shelley Yoder says it's pretty obvious what Braun is up to. Yoder noted that Turning Point and Club America are not neutral civic organizations. They are political operations with a defined ideological mission.
Michael B. Jordan finally clinches his first Best Actor of the Year award. At age 39, Michael B. Jordan joined the small circle of black actors who have won the prestigious Best Actor Oscar, joining Will Smith and Denzel Washington after acting in Sinners. Michael beat Timothée Chalamet, who's been Hollywood's frontrunner for awards for the past 2 years, and Leonardo DiCaprio, who had a very high chances of winning. Even though he had all odds against him, he still won the award in the end and gives an emotional speech about how hard he worked for this.
That's all we have for this week.
Make sure to tune in next week for more ACC student news.
The news students can use.